welcome back to my channel. I'm excited to show you today how to add volume to your hair. It's super easy and you can use any of your normal styling products. So here we go. I was just getting ready to get started and I was like, I'm gonna put some lipstick on, pull this out of my drawer. The top of the cap looks like that, and here's my lipstick. So for those of you that have children, has this happened to you before? It's just, my daughter's in first grade and she still gets into my makeup and messes with it. Thankfully, this is just Wet n Wild, so it's not anything super expensive, but I always find little surprises like that. Okay, so I am going to start out with curl cream, and I'm going to apply this. I'm going to do half my hair first, and then I'm going to go to the top and do the other half. I just find that it, is distributed more evenly, and I get my hair covered better than if I were to just do my whole head at once. And then I also have already, I got out of the shower, I put makeup on, I had my hair up in a cotton t-shirt, and so I need to add a little bit of water because you want to make sure you always have a squish sound when you're styling your hair. Hear that? I'm going to start out with curl cream. And curl cream, if you have thin hair, curl cream can tend to weigh your hair down, so I would just go super light if you have thin hair. Curl cream is going to give you the shine and definition that you want, and so you don't want to miss this step. Also, it moisturizes too, so if you'd rather use a deep conditioner rather than the curl cream, you totally can. I will kind of alternate. Sometimes I do curl cream, sometimes I do conditioner, but I don't do both just because I feel like they kind of serve the same purpose. I mean, the curl cream helps make your hair curl more, whereas conditioner just moisturizes. But anyway, I feel like they're very similar. Okay, so I'm going to do mousse last. So I'm going to do gel next. And it's totally up to you on what you do first, what you do last. I'm going to accentuate mousse today because I just am in the mood for more volume today instead of a ton of definition. So I'm not using a ton of gel since I'm going to use a whole lot more mousse. It's like I don't really need a ton of both. So once I get that through, then I'm going to brush it through. You can use a wide tooth comb, and I always just kind of try to brush out and away from my scalp. So I'm going to do that. And then you can also scrunch, and the scrunch is going to obviously make your curls form better. And I can tell I don't have a ton of water in my hair right now. I usually style with a little bit more, but I am really feeling volume today, so I feel like I don't need as much water since I want more volume. I think less water just kind of gives you a little less definition, but will give you, more volume. Okay, so I've got that done, and then I'm going to take my mousse. Actually, I'm going to get my towel and scrunch out just the excess water right now. This is already wet from me getting out of the shower, and always when you scrunch, make sure you use either a microfiber towel or 100% cotton material. So like a t-shirt, or this is like a head wrap. Okay, now I'm going to go in with the mousse. And underneath my hair, I don't really focus a ton on it just because it's going to be covered up. So it doesn't have to be perfect. But okay, mousse, when you think of mousse, think volume. So if you want more volume, then use more mousse. So I'm just going to coat my hair. I've already kind of got my curl clumps going. I've got another video on how to create curl clumps, so I will link that down below. But I focus more on volume at the roots and mid-length, not as much at the ends. Just because I don't want frizzy ends, if that makes sense. I mean, you can still totally put it down there, I'll still scrunch like this. Okay. And I'm going to squeeze it again with my towel. There is no right or wrong way to style your hair. It all depends on you know, what type of hair you have. Everybody's hair is going to react differently. So you may think like, she did gel first, I do mousse first. Am I doing it wrong? Absolutely not. Try both out and see which way you like better. You can always compare. Okay, now I'm going to do the top. So I'm just going to go ahead and brush through this first. And it needs a little bit more water. Especially here, I feel like I really have to baby this area in the front just because my curls don't always turn out how I'd like them to. I think they're just more frizzy usually, so I definitely want, more definition up here, so I'm gonna use more water. And then I'm gonna spray this side down. Brush that through. I just want to make sure I get all the tangles out. And then like I have no squish sound, so I definitely need water. But like I said, it doesn't have to be a ton. Now, if you don't want a lot of volume and you want to go more for definition, then you need to use more water and make sure it really does make that scrunch sound. The next thing is I'm gonna zigzag or kind of crisscross my part before I blow dry it, just because that's gonna give me more volume up top. So I'm just gonna kind of take some pieces and cross them over one another. And I wanna brush through that spot. I can just kind of feel the unevenness in the hair. Just wanted to brush that through. And then I'm just gonna grab another piece, bring it over to this side, and kind of brush it up. And then same thing here. Go across. And then there's lots of different techniques for volume. You can also do clips. So like I've got these little baby clips, baby claw clips. My hands are slippery, so it's gonna be hard to, there we go. And I can kind of clip these up to give more volume. They don't need to be like super tight, but like over here. So my hair usually parts on this side, and so this side I feel like usually isn't as volumized because there's less hair, less hair there. So you can always do this to kind of bring it up. And then I might just do one last one here in the back, and I'm actually just going to use this claw clip. So I'm going to pull it up, and then I'm going to clamp it to where it's pulled up like that. Okay, always heat protect your hair. So I'm just using this. This is Eva NYC, and it is called Man in Magic. It's 10-in-1. Helps with frizz and heat protection. The smell is amazing, and I like how it's like a light mist. All right, I'm going to diffuse, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start diffusing. I'm just gonna diffuse the top of my hair first, and then once that gets somewhat dry, I'm gonna take these clips out, and then I'm gonna hairspray with hairspray, and that helps give volume too. I usually just do that underneath this layer. So I'm gonna like pull the layer over to the side, hairspray it, and then hit it with the heat on my diffuser. Okay, so the roots of my hair they're not totally dry, but they're pretty well dry. So I'm gonna go ahead and take these out. Make sure you don't get them tangled. Okay, and I got one more over here. Okay, so now I need to dry the rest of the way. And I can also kind of flip upside down and let my hair kind of go where it wants to go, but definitely have more lift here, and my hair's not even dry yet. I want like this underneath of my hair to have volume. So I'm gonna go and spray it with hairspray as well as this part, and then I'm just gonna hit it with heat and continue to dry. Another trick you can do, like I want volume here on the side, is you can take your wide tooth comb, pull your hair out, and then hairspray it. Okay, my hair is pretty much, it's probably 98% dry. I'm not done yet though, so don't think, oh, that's the end result. Okay, I am gonna go in. I did this like years ago, and I thought it'd be kind of fun to add in some of these tighter curls and then kind of loosen them out since I'm loosening them up since I'm wanting more volume. So I'm just gonna curl these up. This curling iron is from high school and it took forever to heat up. It's not like an instant heat thing, so it took a little bit of time. So I'm gonna just do like sporadic pieces where I feel like I want, like this one looks kind of straight. I'm gonna curl that just a little bit, and then I'm gonna go back in with a comb and I'm gonna comb it out. Okay, so I did about like probably 8 little extra curls here. And so I'm gonna just take the wide tooth comb now. I want more definition, not more definition, more volume. So I'm just gonna take it and run it up my hair like this. I don't want to completely take the curl out, but this will definitely tease it a little bit and give me more volume. And then get underneath that part. And I actually can feel my hair's just a little damp back there still, but it'll air dry. And then same for the back. Flip my hair over, trying to get this underneath part. And then another layer. It's fun to be able to just kind of be versatile with your hair, and you don't have to have it the same way every time. It doesn't have to part the same way every time. That's the blessing of curly hair. Blessing and curse, I guess, is like, it can always be different, you know. Now I'm gonna take Frizz Gone, which looks like this, and you can use an oil, any kind of finishing serum, and this is gonna help just soften your curls and make them shinier. So I'm just gonna run it through my hair, and I'm also gonna scrunch, just to kind of scrunch out that crunchiness. I had some crunchiness just because of using hairspray. Notice like how much more volumized it looks after scrunching out the crunch, and it just looks soft and pretty. And I also kind of like to do right here at my root because I feel like it gets crunchy feeling. And then I'll do the other side. I probably only need 1 squirt on this side. Just kind of run it through. And sometimes I like to twist down here on the ends because the ends tend to look dry. So that just kind of helps soften them up. Get the back. Okay. And the great thing about like brushing up and out is my hair is parted kind of down the middle, but if I want to part it over here, I can, and have more on this side. If I want to part it over here, I can, and have it on this side. I have a great video on how to part your hair, how to style the front of your hair to where you're able to do that. I'll link that below as well. So show you the back. Looks like this. And I'm super happy with the way it turned out. Let me know if you guys have questions in the comments below. Tell me your favorite products because I'm a product junkie and I always want to try new things. So I'd love to hear what your go-to product is, and also like what your hair type is. Maybe if it's wavy, curly, if it's thin, if it's thick, just include that too. So I kind of know what products work best for your hair, as well as the people watching the video, they can kind of see too. So, all right, that's it. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.